Good morning, my 10 listeners, 11 subscribers. Um, Not bad for only doing it for a month or so, I guess. This will be a short episode, episode 6. I'm trying to figure out where to put the volume controls or the gain or whatever to so I don't hear this echo in my headphones because the beginning of the last podcast for the first like 10 minutes, I sounded um, like somebody was pulling my vocal cords and stretching them out or something. Um, okay, so um, real quick, I'm just gonna do a short episode real quick because I went to a comedy show last night with my friends. Um, Me and 3 of my friends went and we had a great time. It was at Low Lev Beer in Lawrenceville. Um, Due to the incident and experience that I had the week before, I was supposed to only go with like me and my girlfriend, and then we had another friend of mine meeting us there, and then another ticket was up in the air. I had accidentally bought 4 tickets to begin with, like over a month ago. So anyway, I heard Des Bishop was going to be in town. I saw him on Instagram. I thought he was hilarious. I like the nostalgia um, co- comedy parts of the comedy that he does because I can be nostalgic. So um, I enjoy that and his energy. He has really good energy. So that show was awesome. We had a great time. The extra ticket, I was able to get one of my man friends to come with me, so I felt more safe because I was waking up with some anxiety and tears, and I was like it's still happening. Like I have like every once in a while, like the image of the person is popping in my head. Sometimes it feels like they're kind of always there, um, and like it's following me around a little bit. Um, but I think I'm handling it pretty well since I've been working on a lot of things the past few years. So I'm still dealing with that, and but the show is great. I'm a little bit, of course, all over the place again, but the show is great. We had a really good time. I had a VIP tickets. Me and my friend had meet and greet. So we took pictures with Dez, and I got to talk to him, and I got to ask him, which I completely spazzed when I met Tony Hinchcliffe and didn't forgot to ask him, but I was like, what advice do you have for like up and coming comics? He goes, "Oh, are you trying to do comedy?" I said, "I've done 4 open mics so far." He goes, "Just keep going up there." He says, "Just keep going up there and getting comfortable being on stage." He's like, "Don't worry about the jokes." He's like, "The jokes matter, but it matters most if you're just comfortable on stage." So um, when I've done the 4 open mics, I've been nervous, but at the same time, even if whatever I'm saying isn't working or connecting with the crowd, I'm still amused. I'm still amused with myself when I'm doing it. I just have so much anxiety about going downtown by myself to do open mics and getting to them and working, doing, a job that I have to do to survive and pay the mortgage and all that stuff. So it just becomes a lot because it's a single income situation, and I'm looking for a duplicate income. I'd like to duplify, but it's not happening yet. Um, so anyway, go see Des Bishop. I think he can relate to just like any age. And I mean, I'd have to say, especially because I'm in my 40s and he's in his 40s. So when he talks about certain things, which I don't want to really ruin it for you, but if you go on Instagram and you want to check out his clips, um, he, I purposely wore a Top Gun tank top that I bought last year, and I really like the tank top, and it says "Talk to me, Goose" with the sunglasses, and I got to sit front row on the side of the stage, and after he did most of his set, he asked if anybody wanted to hear a bit, and I stretched my shirt out so he could see it, but he wouldn't do the bit because he said that like 20 million people have seen it. So, um, but anyway, Des Bishop, if you haven't heard of him, he's from Brooklyn. He's a New York comic. He lived in Ireland. He lived in China. He does some really great Mandarin impressions. Yeah, he speaks Mandarin. But yeah, he's a really nice guy. So anyway, we had a really good time. Low Live beer was cool. It was a little warm inside the venue because we were in the area where they brew the beer. So they had the stage set up in that back area, which good for them for using all the space they can to, get the most out of what they have there. So that's cool. Yeah, so we had a really good time. Check out Des Bishop. Trevor Austin hosted. He's hilarious. He's a Pittsburgh comic. I hope one day he's able to sit down with me and just have a conversation so I can ask him about his journey being a comic. And I actually have to work today, so that's another reason why this episode's going to be pretty short, but I just wanted to put something out there. I want to thank my friends for coming with me and making me feel comfortable. Not that they need to try it that hard. I was with some really good friends last night and good people. Very thankful for all three of them that were with me. What else? Oh, I finally got on my bike and I rode my bike. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I did ride my bike. I mountain biked on Tuesday and then I rode flat trails yesterday and 2 other days during the week. So I'm finally back on my bike. So that's good. Dealing with some harassment-like issues at my workplace. I don't know. I won't elaborate too much, but it needs handled. It's not a healthy environment when certain people are around. And so hopefully that can be discussed and worked out. So that's kind of what's going on with me. Other than that, I've been going through my VHS tapes. I have a lot of VHS tapes. My dad used to work for a company. It was a distributor that distributed movies to like Blockbuster and Eagle Video and different places that used to rent out VHS tapes. So that was like maybe, like about 20 years of my life that he worked there about 20 years or give or take. So there was all these videos left over, plus like random stuff you've taped off of TV. I found tapes on like old Billboard award shows, MTV Movie Awards. I found old tapes of home videos. And I found a tape of my mom doing a presentation with a big like flip paper chart on the tripod and like some other poster out and everything, and it was from the 80s, and she had like this suit that was like these big shoulder pads, and like the pants were sort of like loose fit, and I guess they were temporarily involved in some pyramid scheme, because I also found like 6 like Excel communication training tapes. So that was funny. I got rid of the Excel tapes, but I'm keeping the home video. So that was an interesting find. I found I found a little home video that's about 10 minutes, 15 minutes long of we did a surprise part, me and my brother and our aunt, my mom's sister did a surprise anniversary party for their 25th anniversary. So at that time I would have been about 26 or 27. It was May of 2004. Yeah. And I was born in 1980. So, yeah, I would have been. Oh, wait, that doesn't make sense. Was it May 2004? Maybe the camera date was off. That could be possible. Anyway, I'll have to check that again. Now it's bothering me. But anyway, so yeah, I've been trying to clear some stuff out, and there's things I want to get rid of. I have a brand new natural gas heater. It's a $300 heater. It's like $289, $300 in the store. I've never used it. It's boxed up. And I can get rid of it for a third of the price. Nobody wants a perfectly fine, brand new natural gas heater. So I've tried different, places to sell it on like Letgo and Marketplace and things like that. And I've asked around. Nobody wants it. So I'm not sure what to do with this box of a machine in my garage yet. Have you ever had like something perfectly fine and you just can't? It's amazing. People buy junk all the time, but they won't buy like a brand new thing that's a third of the price that it is in the store. Anyway, I have that. I have some Red Wing shoes I need to get rid of. I think they're size 10D, and they were worn one time. They're really nice boots. They're not shoes. They're Red Wing boots. So maybe somebody will hear this and know someone that needs a size 10D Red Wing boot or a natural gas heater, and they can leave a comment. Or if you know me personally, you can reach out to me and point me in the right direction of who might be interested in those two items. Anyway, so yeah, great show. Me and my friend, our next show is June 22nd. We're going to go see Bert Kreischer. I forget what the tour is called, something Fest, but it's going to be him and Tony Hinchcliffe and a handful of other comics. And so that will be fun. So we're going to go to that. I really enjoy, I saw Tom Segura this year. That was good. I really enjoy the smaller shows, the more intimate shows. If I get my ass to more open mics, and if something ever happens, I think I would just I don't know. I don't know. It just seems more. I think I'm better with smaller crowds or even one-on-one. So I don't know. Anyway, great show. Check Des Bishop out. Check Trevor Austin out. The opener was Joe, and I'm really sorry, I can't remember his last name. He's a Pittsburgh comic. I think he goes, if I remember correctly, I think they mentioned that he goes to the Improv pretty often. He was good. He was funny. So, yeah. Also, yeah, another thing about Trevor, let's go back to Trevor real quick, is when I started doing the open mics, he's been at every open mic that I've been to, and he's been doing it for a while. He's really he's been opening up for Dave Attell and Eddie Bravo, and I forget, there was someone else, I think, but he's doing really well, and I wish him the best. And also, he made me feel very comfortable, because I feel like an outsider no matter what I get myself into, meaning I have gone through a lot of hobbies and stuff, and then anytime I enter into a different world like that, where those people are part of that group, I sometimes feel a part of it, and then I sometimes like don't 100% feel like it's hard for me to just fall right in to just one thing and completely vibe that with that one thing. But maybe comedy will be different. Maybe I just still need to work a little harder on a few things, and I think I'm narrowing down my interests to what to put more energy into. I really love music. I really love comedy. I have a dream for Cyclotopia, like riding my bike. Those are the three big things. I'm somewhat artsy, so I tend to get myself into little um, like phases where I start drawing a little bit or working on a picture to draw with graphite, or I've used a little bit of charcoal and oil, pastels, things like that. But that's just like something I've done off and on since I was younger. I've never had much formal training in anything really. When I was juggling, I definitely I was doing that every day. I was practicing every day for a good like a year and a half or 2 years, and I was getting pretty good, and I was able to pass clubs. I can juggle 4 a little bit, and I could do a few basic tricks with 3. Um, so yeah, and I used to carry balls in my purse all the time, so there were ball jokes everywhere I went. People in the bars like that. Anyway, there's some of the stuff there for you, and what we enjoyed, the show we enjoyed last night, what we did last night. It has to do with comedy. This is Laughs of Redemption. I called it Laughs of Redemption because the one time I was I went to one of the last open mics I went to. I was on my way home, and I was kind of, sort of bombing. I was rushed. I was rushing to get there after work with a friend, and we get there, and then I was wanting to try something new, but at the same time, I was not really 100% prepared with that something new, and was trying to write it before I got called up, and it ended up not working out. So, but I redeemed myself when I went back to a couple jokes that I used every time I went up. And somebody said that to me. They were like, there was a very supportive guy there who noticed me from the second time I was at Scarpace's. That's in Mount Washington, and he remembered me, and gave me some encouraging words prior to me going up, which was really nice of him to point out. When you're starting out something new, you feel good about it, and then all of a sudden this like nervousness hits you, and imposter syndrome, shit like that. So it was nice to hear that. And then I went up, and he watched my set, and when I got off, he's like, "You redeemed yourself with that one joke." And I was like, yeah, that's the one that usually gets the laugh. And so he's like, gave me some like constructive criticism, which I very kindly too, wasn't a jerk about it at all. And I really appreciated that. So yeah. So that's that. And my waveform. I'm just noticing. I'm sorry that I just paused. My waveforms. I just noticed my waveforms. Like I can't even see them. I really hope this is working right now. So. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, the open mic. So I was like all pumped up on my way home, and I was like thinking about how I redeemed myself, and it was like a laugh of redemption. And I was like, oh. So that's how I came up with the new name for the podcast instead of continuing to use "Don't Be a Taco." I know there's only a few listeners out there, but if you could leave a comment click like and subscribe and share. I'm probably going to cut it pretty short today. I might go maybe 5 or 10 more minutes. I usually go over the 1440 news. And last time I was kind of like diving into, not really diving completely in, but like, I don't know how I want to put it, rambling on about different ways I feel about certain issues. And I'm going to take a break from that, but I am going to at least read some headlines because that's what I've been doing. I think the 1440 is a great news source. You just get an email every morning, and it's with different news. It's different things. They have like one big headline: it says U.S. hiring rises, but then it says that U.S. employers added 272,000 non-farm jobs in May, exceeding economist estimates of 190,000 and surpassing the downwardly revised 165,000 jobs in April. But then it says, according to government data, that was according to government data that was released yesterday. Then it says, however, the unemployment rate rose to 4%. What the fuck, America? Like, go out and work. Be part of society. Work on yourself and do a job. That's it. You have to work on yourself and do a job. Find something. Because we can't, if we're not going out there and taking the jobs, then other people are going to take the jobs. So, I don't know. It says most of the jobs in May were added in healthcare, 68,000. Government, 43,000 in government. Yeah, we need more of that. That's a big helping of, it's like a double scoop of mashed potatoes there of government. I don't know how much we need that. And leisure and hospitality was 42,000. Average hourly earnings in May were also higher than expected, 0.4% month over month, 4.1% year over year. I don't know. Analysts say that the report suggests the economy continues to be resilient and lowers the likelihood of any interest rate cuts until after September. The Federal Reserve previously projected 3 rate cuts this year. All right, that's enough of that one. The unhunger hormone. When a doctor from Johns Hopkins, Harvard, Berkeley, or Stanford tells us something, we listen. When doctors from all 4 of these institutions start a company together, we drop everything we're doing and take note. Pendulum is no exception. It's a probiotic company completely changing our gut health game with a variety of supplements that aid in everything from digestion to metabolism to cravings and overall health. Their latest enhances your body's natural production of GLP-1, also known as an unhunger hormone, which helps curb cravings and reduce appetite. The numbers don't lie. 91% of pendulum users reported reduced overall cravings, while 88% reported reduced sugar cravings. And then if you sign up to the 1440 and you look at this article, and I'm not getting paid by 1440, by the way. Like, I just think that it's just news sources. It's just a news source, I'm sorry, and it just has the news. It's not, it's not opinionated, that's all. Which is good, because you can then form your own opinion. Let's see. Quick hits. I'm just going to read the headlines, and I might not read this right. Houthi rebels detain Yemeni international aid workers. Phoenix and Las Vegas break daily records as western U.S. swelters. Yeah, there's that heat dome thing again. Phoenix reached 113 degrees Thursday. Hottest daily temperature for this time of year. Last set with 111 in 2016. Let's see. Supreme Court Justice's 2023 financial disclosure is released. I don't even want to go into that one. Last leg of horse racing's Triple Crown takes place today. Oklahoma wins record fourth straight NCAA softball title. Go them. I don't watch that. I love the Pens and the Steelers. I support the Pirates because I'm a hometown person. I'm a hometown girl. But I don't get to watch the games too often. I really miss going to I miss going to Pens games every once in a while. Let's see. U.S. defeats Pakistan in historic upset at Cricket World Cup. Okay. That's cool. Every time I think of cricket, I think of Raphael saying crumpet and roasting Casey Jones before they got into a fight in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Part 1. And I'm talking about the OG Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. Or was it Part 2? No, it was Part 2. My bad. It was Part 2 with Casey Jones. Right? Yeah, Part 2. I'm sorry. Whew. Don't kill me, Liz. My friend Liz and I, we both are big Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fans, I guess. Let's see. Under the humankind section, it says a 5-year-old boy's former teacher donates her liver to save the boy's life. Nice. An 88-year-old Maryland foster mom is honored for raising over 40 children. Oh my God. That means if you average that out, it's like she was raising what would that be, like an average of 3 kids at any given time her entire life? If you think that she's taken care of them for 20 years, right? 4 kids? Plus, of course, then you have to wonder when she started. Well, if you want to find out, and if I want to find out, you have to click to read the article, but we don't have time for that right now. College. Here we talked about gratitude on a different episode. College administrators' daily gratitude videos encourage people to appreciate the little things. That's nice. That's cool that somebody's doing something positive in a college. Let's see. New Jersey mom receives her master's hood from her 3-year-old son on stage at her Princeton graduation. That's nice. See, there's some good news in the 1440 as well. Canadian Food Bank to open country's first free full-scale grocery store this summer. Oh. Huh. That's interesting. I wonder where that's going to go. Let's see. Anything else? 52-year-old men born in the same hospital in Newfoundland realized they were switched at birth and their lives would have turned out so differently. Wow. That's crazy. I'm clicking on that one. Could you imagine? It'd be like you lived a real life movie. Someone casually asked if this small dark-haired baby was really a Hines. When baby Clarence Hines was brought home from the hospital, someone casually asked if this small dark-haired baby was really a Heinz, Hynes, not the ketchup. His parents ignored it, taught to let mysteries lie. And after they died early, Clarence put his head down and focused on being a good big brother and supporting. Where is it at? I had to click something else. I'm sorry. Good big brother and supporting his family. So when someone mistook him for an Avery brother, He shrugged it off. Somebody always looks like somebody, right? But the coincidence became too insistent to ignore. Huh. See, he was an Avery, not a Hines. There's a video to play, but we're not gonna go there. But that's pretty crazy, huh? Can you imagine waking up and knowing like your entire family is not really your family? Like just realizing that. And like your parents didn't even know. It's not like they kept alive from you or anything. It's not like somebody kept it from you. Oh my gosh. I wonder if it was a prank. Like I wonder if like there was just some nurse that just thought they had a good sense of humor and decided to switch the babies. Or maybe they were like on LSD or something and it was like confused. I don't know. That's, huh. I don't know. So, yeah. All right, so we are at 31 minutes. So, yeah, that's it. There's some 1440 news. And, again, go see Des Bishop. Check him out online. Trevor Austin and Joe. I apologize. I don't remember your last name, Joe, because I don't think I've ever seen him perform before last night. But yeah, anyway, I was rambling on about this. I do want to finish this thought. About Trevor, he made me feel welcomed amongst everybody whenever I went to the open mics, and that was really nice. So thank you, Trevor. I appreciate that. And I don't know. So today's Sunday. It's June 9th. Oh yeah, you know what? Today is the day I officially decided to quit smoking cigarettes for good. So, and in full disclosure, I had one cigarette since this day in 2019, and that was in 2021. So, so that's pretty cool. I had been off and on smoker since I was 17, and but I've also been off and on working out, off and on trying to be healthy. So this is 5 years. I've had one cigarette in 5 years, and so that's cool. I want everybody to have a good day. It's 9:31 a.m. right now, and do a push-up, drink some water, go for a walk. If you can, get some sun, and pet a dog. Yeah, that's some good stuff. All right. Love you. Bye.